Good afternoon from Little Creek Bee Ranch. Another project and some tips here. You're looking at 40 or so mating boxes that we brought up to rework, and they need a little bit of help. The frames inside a little bit sloppy, so we're going to tighten up the rabbits inside. I want to show you how we do that. But there's the stack of mating boxes with all their different designs and things, boxes that we made a couple of years back. So let's go quickly back in here to the shop, and I'll show you how we do this. And some of you already know, but this is for new beekeepers that are learning. If you look at the inside box, I'll be quick. See how the frames are sloppy and they fall right off the rabbit? We're looking at this edge right here. That's just too sloppy, and we want everything to be nice and straight. So I'm not going to really modify this wood. What I am going to do is add a strip like this. So what we'll do is turn the box around. We'll just come in here and cut a strip and staple it in the same way on the other side, and that gives me a thicker rabbit on both ends. Now these little mating frames are Man Lake. They're good little frames, no problem. It's just the size and dimensions of the box plans were a little different. So now, if you look at it this way, nice and tight, not too tight, but it's not going to fall off the rabbit. So if I put all the frames in, now these have to be filled out in a big hive, which we ran the video from the other day. They'll be filled out in the big hive, but we're just using these for dimension purposes, sizing. Okay, so see how it tightens up on the rabbit? Nice and neat and even, not a problem. And you can do that with your other boxes if your frames get sloppy on the end and they're falling off. So we're running through the 40 mating boxes and putting in the little strips. But here's a bigger tip. Oops. These little pieces right here, this piece, all these little 3/8, where'd those come from? Whole bunches of them. Right there in that bucket. I save a ton of wood. There's more wood. There's more wood. I save everything. Because you need them coming down the road, and when you cut your brood boxes, I don't like to use a router. I'll go ahead and make my cuts. I'll make my cuts right in along here with a table saw. I won't router it out. And that will leave me this 3/8 piece on the big brood boxes. So this is the width of a big brood box, and they're perfect. They're awesome. They make great rails for the bottom boards, 3/8. Use them for projects like this. I save all this stuff. It's part of our sustainability program. Even the pieces I'll get when I size this in, like so. I'll get two of those. And have some left over. These pieces here. And I'll go ahead and clip them. I'll clip them and staple in all the small pieces. I don't waste anything, man. It's just the little tiny chunks. So if you ever have a box that the frames aren't resting up properly, you can go ahead and add you a spacer here and suck up that slop. Because in the mating boxes we want them nice and even. So when they go back in, they won't be so sloppy, and you don't have that chance of the bees making some crazy wacky comb. You don't want things all crooked, and so they fit up nice. Yeah, of course they're going to fill up with propolis and they'll spread out, but hey, that works. Look at that. And with the ideas from Colin from Australia doing the frames in the big hive, we'll put these in here. We'll probably put 2 full drawn out brood frames, and then the other ones the girls can fill out. We'll let them work and fill that out. But hey, that'll work. So save all your pieces, when you're cutting boxes. Be careful what you router out. You just waste the material. I like to hold on to all these little 3/8 pieces. They're coming in handy today. See, there you go. There's a tip. Also buy you some stencils at Hobby Lobby or something, the bees really like designs on their box, shapes and objects. They orient off of shapes and colors. So all of these mating boxes have different shapes and colors. Yep, ideas, tips and tricks. That's why you watch the videos. Thanks for following along. See you later.